Hi, thank you so much for being here. I'm Danielle, and I'm going to be guiding you through this practice. So, every Friday, I'll be releasing a 20 to 30-minute meditation practice to help us to drop in, to realign with our heart, to call back our energy, just a moment to realign. So, for many of us, we were celebrating Christmas yesterday, and many of us were not as well. But just bringing into your awareness what is happening this time of year, what's happening in your environment, in your community, in your own inner world, like what is being called of you, and how is your body responding to that. I don't celebrate Christmas like I used to, but I did have a beautiful day with a close friend of mine who's come to visit with my daughter and my partner, and um, a beautiful friend who I've met here in this place that I'm at. So we spent a day preparing food, nutritious food. We had a fire. We sang. So it was really sweet, really relaxed, and feeling very nourished from that. So how's it been for you? This recording, this practice is going to be up for the next 7 days. I have got a bit of a tickly nose, so I'm going to try and not sneeze down the microphone. But if you hear something in my voice, it's because I have something happening in my sinuses. So yeah, this recording will be up for 7 days, and then I'll release another one on the Friday. Okay, so get yourself as comfortable as you can in this moment. How can you drop into this practice? I know some of you are walking around with me in your ear. Some of you will be laying. Some of you will be sat. You might even be only able to catch this as you're cleaning the dishes or tending to something else in your life. Yeah, so see how you can make yourself the most comfortable in this moment. Any adjustments that can be made, I welcome you to do that now. Take this time to arrive, to land, to check in with your intention for choosing to be here. Remembering this is a choice to come, to pause, to feel. Let your body feel held by wherever you are in the world right now. Feel your body supported. Feel yourself held. And then notice that you've been here all along. You landed a long time ago, and you're just coming back to feel through your senses. And there's nothing to do or to improve or to change in this moment. Come to see it more as an exploration, just a pause at the end of the week to check in, to realign, to tune in, a place to stop before the mind wants to reach forward, to pause in this presence, a moment to call our energy home, to unravel, to rest, to breathe. And this week, the practice is about remembering our body. So coming to feel, coming to listen, not to analyze, not to correct, not to change, not to hoping it that it would be in a different location or it would look a different way or feel a different way. Just coming to be with what is, simply being present with everything. And you might be able to feel it in your body now. Where do you feel your energy inside of you? Do you feel it's more towards the front of your body? Is it leaning back? Is it resting deep within? A lot of our time when we are awake in our days, the energy is leaning forward. And we might even notice that in our neck, in our shoulders, maybe in our chest. Sometimes there's a resistance and there's a feeling of moving back or curling or closing in the chest. almost like the solar plexus or the belly button is pulling backwards, like I don't want to go forwards. And sometimes you'll come to feel that you're exactly where you need to be. So, this practice is about noticing and feeling and about allowing nourishment to come in, welcoming rest, renewal, replenishment. And when we bring our energy back, noticing how, in this loving awareness, our body starts to soften and something quiet and steady becomes available for us. So let this practice be about staying, about rooting down, calling our energy to our roots to be nourished, to be replenished. Begin by noticing the space around you. You might already have your eyes closed. You might feel you want to keep the eyes open through this practice. It's all about listening to where you're at. Can you take a moment to become more aware of the space you're in? So if your eyes are open, let the eyes wander around the space. You might notice your body moves with this. You're not forcing the gaze, just noticing where the eyes want to go. They might already be closed. They might be resting on something in front of you or taking a look around the room. And start to tune in to the sounds or the sound the furthest away from your body. Don't worry if you can't pick up on anything. It's totally okay. Just let your awareness drift as far as it can go away from your body, trying to pick up a sound. And then take a deep breath and notice the sound of your breath as it moves in and out. How's the body responding to becoming more present, to awakening through your senses? It might feel soft. It might feel unfamiliar. If you go beyond the labels of the mind, how is your body in sensation responding to you, becoming more aware through your senses? Now come to feel your whole body in this space. Notice how the energy moves inside of you. You might feel energy pulsing in your body somewhere, in your fingers, in your face, in your feet or your legs. You might feel your heart beating. Just come for a moment to feel, to listen, to notice. And your body is in your full awareness, not moving through it, not putting areas into boxes, not scanning, just simply sensing the body as a whole. Notice points of contact with the ground or surface beneath you. Where is resting? Where is being held? Feel the weight of your body being supported from the ground up. Notice the areas of softness and ease. And in contrast, any areas of tension or heightened energy. Notice, feel, observe. Nothing needs to change right now. Practice in staying, practice in feeling, letting your body feel safe with you, feel safe in your presence. And for you to become this loving awareness, to feel curious about your body, to remember how to listen again. Notice what is alive inside you, what thoughts may be passing through, coming to say hi or looping background. Remember or feel into an emotional tone that you came with without naming it, but the sensation that you came here with, you arrived with, what's been walking with you today or this week or this month. Any images or dreams or hopes or prayers that have been walking with you. Let everything arise. Let it be seen and let it pass as the practice. This is a moment for it to come through. Let your awareness remain spacious so you can see it. You can notice how it moves, if it passes through, if it pauses, if it loops round, and see how you can observe that. And just take a moment to be with that. And see how you can become the space to witness, to observe. Look how they float past, look how they come back. They're not stuck and solid forever. They move and they dance and they communicate in different ways. I'd like us to take 3 deep breaths together with the intention to move on to the next part of the practice. So breathing in to fully expand the whole body, and to exhale to soften all the areas of unnecessary tension. Focus is on the breath. Focus is on the sensation in the body. Moving deeper inside of ourselves. This week, we come to practice allowing our awareness to rest inside the body rather than on it. It's as if you are resting inside of yourself. You're experiencing yourself from the inside out, inside the skin, inside your muscles, inside your bones, inside your breath. Notice the body breathing itself. Notice how the breath goes beyond the lungs and how there is this breath that comes from within each cell. A more subtle movement of the body. And there's not this attention on doing anything. Rather to come to notice the subtle movement of energy inside of you when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Let the body be known from the inside out. If you notice a force or an effort in, notice it and go back to feeling. If you are struggling with this one to keep focus, bring your awareness to the palms of your hands. Take a deep breath in and hold the breath and feel the sensations in the hands. Hold the breath and feel. Hold the breath as long as you feel comfortable without force. And then when you exhale, hold the breath out and feel the sensation in your hands. And keep doing this until you notice the difference in sensation from the inhale to the exhale. So let's do that for 5 breaths at our own pace. I'll guide us through the first round again. Breathing in, awareness stays on the hands. Hold the inhale breath and feel the sensation with the inhale breath held. Hold your breath until it starts to feel a little bit uncomfortable, and then you release the breath gently. Hold the exhale. And in the holding of the exhale, feel the sensations in the hands. And then when you need to take a breath, you breathe in. You might need to reset from time to time to get your breath and your rhythm. Let's do that. Perform more rounds at our own pace. As you do this, you might start to notice tension in your hands or your jaw or your shoulders. Be sure to notice that. And you might want to just come back to your normal rhythm of your breath, or you can notice actually just by bringing awareness to it, you can soften that space. Now you might want to bring some movement to your hands. You might have become a little intense. This practice you can do with your hands, you can do with any part of the body, and build in until you can do it with a full body breath or full body experience. Adjust yourself as you need. What happened when you came back to your body? Where does your mind naturally go to when you slow down, when you feel your body? Is there a spaciousness? Is there a disconnect? Is there many thoughts that become more intriguing? Are there fears that arise? What comes up in the moments? Because it's not about pushing them away. You'll start to see your patterns. You'll start to see how you unconsciously moved through the days. So this practice you can do every single day. What happens when you become available for yourself? Is this familiar? Does it feel unknown? Is it quite surprising for the body? How does your body respond physically? How does your mind respond? How is your body communicating with you when you come back to yourself? Try to hold this, what I'm about to say, with you through this week. You can change the words, you can write it down. Something along the lines of, I stay present inside myself. Let this sit lightly with no force. I am here. Now we're going to go inside once again. to finish off the next part of this practice, bring your whole body into your awareness. You can bring some movement because maybe there's some areas of your body that don't feel so alive or so responsive. So if you move, you can start to feel parts of yourself that maybe you haven't tuned into today, especially looking at the parts of ourselves that we're not so aware of through our waking life, like the back of our body, like in between the fingers or the sides of our body or in between the legs. It's going to be different for everyone, but let yourself become aware of your fullness and stay close to the sensations that arise rather than the story. There might be areas that feel like they don't want to be seen, and a story or an idea or an image might come up with them. See that, and then go back to the sensation. Everything will unravel and unfold at its own time. Let the breath move at its own natural rhythm. No need to force. And allow yourself to settle in this moment. If the mind wanders, gently guide your awareness back into your body. Nothing extra, just simply being here. So try the full body breath. The inhale, the full body expands. Hold the breath for a moment and feel how the sensations move through your body. And when you're ready, exhale, release, and hold the exhale breath. And feel for a moment what comes alive as you hold that breath out. Let's do that for 3 more breaths, and then we'll come back to our natural rhythm. So inhale, full body breath. Hold the breath as long as it's comfortable. Feel the sensations. The energy will move inside you. Things might contract. Soften where you can. Exhale. Hold the exhale and feel again until your next breath is welcomed in. 2 more times at your own pace. And when you're ready, come back to your natural rhythm, bring some movement. You might want to take a deep inhale and an exhale. There might be things that come alive inside of you because maybe it's the first time you've stopped to listen for a while. Rest within your body. Begin to expand your awareness into the space around you. Feel your breath moving. Feel your body being held. Notice your feet or your seat resting on the ground, your roots connected to this earth, and feel into that moment that we have together. What does gratitude feel like? Is it available for you right now? Gratitude for your body, gratitude for the land beneath you, gratitude for the elements that sustain life that are available all around us and within us. And if there is anything that feels too heavy for you to hold right now, feel it in your hands. Hold it in your hands. Hold it in a ball in your hands. Take a deep breath And when you're ready, bring your hands to the earth, to the ground, or open them and let it be released in an offering down to the earth, for it can be received by the earth. It can be alchemized. It can become nourishment for the earth, and feel that come from your body and be received by the mother. Feel yourself releasing, but then also receiving this nourishment, this energy that is within us. Feel yourself coming back slowly and slowly, the mind becoming more clear, the body feeling more like a sanctuary to rest. And begin to move your fingers and toes some more to really feel into the joints, feel into the palms of the hands, of the elbows, shoulders, through the whole body. Notice the space around you. Listen. And when you're ready, if you haven't done so already, you can open your eyes. Take a look around the space slowly. Notice the colors. Notice how the world looks. Return slowly, carrying the steadiness with you. Welcome back. Thank you for letting me guide you for this week. You can come back to this practice as many times as you want. It's going to be available for 7 days. Practice staying close to yourself. When you notice this feeling to rush or this feeling to hold back, to stay in the past, pause. Let that be a cue to pause, to say, I'm trying to rush into the future, or I'm trying to stay in the past, and become present. Let it be that moment of remembrance. And you can feel it as that, and it's not just a mental thing. You'll feel the energy moving forward or back. You can use the spine alignment and the breath to come into this present moment, to let yourself be nourished. Come from this place of presence with your senses and feel yourself receiving and being nourished. Let the boundaries that you need to stay in this presence arise naturally by asking yourself, what do I need in this moment to stay in presence? What is available to support me right now? And see where you can choose rest. Where are there moments where I can rest? And that rest can look so different. What is it that nourishes me? What is it that calls me back home? Where can I bring that into my life? And we can hold this remembrance that our body is just wanting us to become present with her, to communicate with her, to listen. And we do that by practicing this presence. Thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to sharing a practice next Friday. There is 7 days available on this recording. So from the Friday to the next Friday. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week.